Many long-term investors look for fundamental analysis, which requires long-term history of performance and data. When any issuer company launches an IPO, execution of fundamental analysis with such a depth is not possible. However, we have a ready-made tool for the same called IPO grading, which most of the investors are not aware about. IPO grading is the grade assigned by SEBI-registered credit rating to an initial public offering (IPO). The grade represents a relative assessment of the fundamentals of that issue in relation to the other listed securities in India.
One must note that the IPO grading is done without considering the price band at which the security is offered in the IPO. Investors need to make an independent judgment regarding the price at which they should bid for. Such a grading is generally assigned on a 5-point scale, with a higher score indicating stronger fundamentals and vice versa. IPO grade 1 represents poor fundamentals. IPO grade 2 indicates below average fundamentals. IPO grade 3 indicates average fundamentals. IPO grade 4 means above average fundamentals. IPO grade 5 suggests company has strong fundamentals. It is an attempt to offer additional information to investors, helping them facilitate their assessment of fundamentals of the issue on the block. But it is not mandatory for the issuer to get its issue graded. The process was made optional for issuers with effect from February 4, 2014. The IPO grading process is expected to take into account multiple parameters. While the actual factors considered for grading may not be identical or limited to the following, the areas listed are generally looked into by the rating agencies while arriving at an IPO grade. Business prospects and competitive position. Industry prospects. Company prospects. Financial position. Management quality. Corporate governance practices. Compliance and litigation history. New projects, risks, and prospects. It may be noted that the above is only indicative of some of the factors considered in the IPO grading process and may vary on a case-to-case basis. IPO grading is intended to run parallel to the filing of the offer document with SEBI and the consequent issuance of observations. Since the issuance of observations and the grading process function independently, IPO grading is not expected to delay the issue process. Meanwhile, irrespective of whether the issuer finds the grade given by the rating agency acceptable or not, the grade has to be disclosed in red herring prospects, offer documents, and advertisements. It cannot be rejected.